Today we have Brad and Jen, and they have been kind enough to give us a tour of their Teardrop trailer.
It's a 2022 Braxton Creek Bushwacker. So we got it in 2022 in the spring and done some modifications to it and are real happy with it. And yeah, we're more than welcome to show you through.
I see right from here we've got a theme going on.
Yeah.
And how did this originate? Yeah. Yes, we got it all over.
I come from more of a boating background, and with boats, people name their boats. So when we got the camper, I just thought, well, we should come up with a name for it, and we kicked around some ideas. We seem to be lately decorating with this buffalo plaid quite a bit, and thought we'd come up with a logo.
Just something to make it our own.
Yeah, definitely.
Personalize it, right? So,
and it's worked out. You're well decked out with it. You found a lot of buffalo plaid.
Yeah.
And the shoes.
And the shoes.
Yeah.
That's ideal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you want to go ahead and give us a little tour of it.
It came with everything here.
Right.
We added a box for stuff like the chocks and the wheel. Nice thing about it, it's 1,300 pounds dry weight before you add anything.
Nice.
At some campsites, depends on where we are, we will.
You can manually move it.
I will turn it. It's a chore. Yeah. With the wheel, it helps, but we've turned it like 90 degrees to face a creek at a place we were at last year.
That's awesome.
Came with one battery. I added another battery box. Ben's video has proved useful, or will prove useful.
Yes.
We are going to look at the new batteries. We might go with two. At least now we have a second one. We can then hook from one to the other when the first one dies.
Very nice.
Seems like a lot of the best campsites, some of them are non-electric.
Yep.
We don't need a lot of electricity in this. It is between trailering and tent camping.
Yes.
So we don't rely on it a lot. But it's nice. You don't want to run out with the fan when it's hot. It's kind of the big thing, right?
So that's what's nice about having a small trailer. You can maneuver it, and it fits in most anywhere.
Yeah.
But with the vehicle we didn't have to go out and buy a brand new,
bigger
one of the
vehicle
big thing
for a lot of people. That's right.
Have to tow a bigger trailer.
You can't afford to upgrade your truck, right?
Well, just because of the limited size here, our trailer or our car, becomes our closet and/or our coolers in there. So we do rely on that space. So a little bit bigger vehicle.
Hey, Adventure Bug continues into the car.
Rick, our good friend, has the skills involved in that. Helped us put it together and sort of nailed exactly what we wanted. And we took that. What he created to Twin City Graphics, did a mock-up of what it would look like, and I was really impressed. Entrance on both sides. We have obviously the electricity. It has a holding tank, a water holding tank.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We've never used it. We kind of just figure we're camping. We're somewhat tent camping. Yeah. So it's got the big water underneath. It has a sink. We'll see in the back. It has a sink. Again, we've never used it. It becomes
storage,
tea towels and whatnot go in there.
Yeah.
The air conditioner, it has an air conditioner, so we're not roughing it.
Yeah. No.
Although again, with it being such a small area,
the
air conditioner, we've hardly used it. It becomes an ice box real quick.
Oh, it does.
And again, with the way it vents for itself.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't take that much. It has a furnace. That's the port down there. So it said Bushwacker.
Right.
Big, huge letters on all four sides. And it was what it was. It was a little unnecessary. So we left that. Yeah, we have a nod to our precious puppy that is no longer with us, and they did a great job. It was an afterthought, and the guy made it happen in
that's awesome.
minutes. So
this is so cool. This is so retro looking. It's very cool.
So a few things we've done. It comes with a Yeti style square cooler.
Yep.
And there's a strap and buckles to strap it down. Some trips will bring that, but Jenny bought this.
Well, that fits perfect.
And we strap it down.
Amazon.
She's got it all.
Amazon. Even by the hardware here.
Oh, thank you.
I like that.
I did that.
Very nice.
So
I like it.
It came with. You're setting me up here. It came with this. This panel was in there.
Yeah.
And it was a completely wasted void, and in such a small camper, any
Which
little
you find-
space that you
Yeah.
can create something.
Yeah.
So I took that panel off and I made doors, and
Excellent.
so
Oh,
it
look
gives
at that.
us.
Oh, that's
it,
a big chunk
you know,
of
it
storage.
doesn't seem like much, but when you don't have
yeah,
any room,
you use what you can. Yeah.
there's the furnace,
So my-
and we're actually strongly considering removing that as well.
Oh,
We
okay.
found two other ways. We have an electric blanket that goes into a 12 volt,
Right.
and when we don't intend to camp in January
No.
without electricity or in January
Yeah.
at all. But we have a little electric heater, and again, doesn't take hardly any
Right.
time to heat
Yeah.
that up. This is where the sink is.
Oh, I
Again,
see.
we don't use it,
Yeah.
so it becomes tea
More
towels
storage.
and
yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
For people who use it, I'm sure it's great.
Yeah. Yep.
And I didn't bring it along, but that's where there's
The
a
whole.
coily hose with just a
Right.
garden hose
Yep.
spray thing.
Yep.
Some people put on a reticulating, I
faucet.
think it's
Okay.
called, things there for the faucet.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a switch for the pump, which is also in here, which
Okay.
we might remove as well,
Right.
for the water.
Mm-hmm.
But with the water, it just drains into a hose. You put a bucket.
Right.
I mean,
It's easy.
this is
The
our
basin.
sink, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're camping in that style. It doesn't really give us a huge advantage. It's not like
Mhm.
there's a holding tank
No.
taking away the water.
Mm-hmm.
And down underneath here is a port to hook up your barbecue.
And I do the shopping and
Yeah.
make sure everything matches and
Of course. It has
It's got
to.
two
and
lights
works.
and two
For what we
speakers. There's a stereo inside,
Yeah.
and then you got your inside, outside.
Yeah.
You're covered when it
Right.
rains
Yeah.
a little bit.
Cheryl, you'll appreciate this.
Yes, because you knew your
This
yeah,
is my
sister.
Yeah. So that's
we would open it and I would be and honestly I'd actually come
Yeah.
back
Start
here
there and work your
and
way.
I'd start pulling it. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
crazy. Or
Yeah.
I'd tell him to come and close it. So he found this rope for me.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So now I don't have
And it
to.
matches too. There we go. Now the awning here. This was something you added on.
I made that.
Yeah.
So I don't leave it on. It's too
Right.
high then to go in and out of the garage.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of work, not bad.
Mhm. So you just unscrew it. And, yeah.
It folds,
It is
goes
nice.
inside, it unfolds. 5 of those just go into the grommets that
Yes.
were in there.
Oh, very
the other
good.
the other 3 don't have to come
So
all the
it's
way down.
quick.
This really isn't going anywhere, but
Yeah.
It's-
I can take it down in a hurry if it got really
Mhm.
windy, and
Yep.
that was part of
Perfect.
what I wanted out of that. I
Yeah.
thought, well, we splurged
with the,
with the red. It's not easy to find a
No,
red tarp
no, I've
of
never
any
seen
size.
Red. No.
Yeah,
and
so-
eventually we do want to talk to a company and actually have a better one.
yeah, like an
created.
awning.
I
like
mean,
pay
yeah.
for
You know,
a light
Yeah,
canvas
yeah,
or some other material,
Mhm.
and then, but more or less get the same size.
Yeah.
yeah.
This table is not my idea. The tarp was all in my head. This I got the idea from a YouTube channel in the
Yep.
States, DIY Outdoor Life,
Mm-hmm.
and that fella Brian does a lot of tours and stuff of a lot of mostly bushwhackers.
Okay. Yeah.
And another bushwhacker owner down there did this. There's 11 rare earth magnets holding that on.
Oh.
So
wow.
it's
Okay.
without getting, it's on there.
It's on there. It's
It's on
pretty.
there.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
when
it snaps
we
on.
we will sometimes bring our ice maker.
Yeah.
And it goes there, and I've modified a tension bar just
Yeah.
to give it that extra. But it's crazy strong.
Yep.
And so
Easy.
I said 11 rare earth magnets because we put the 12th one
Wow.
there
For garbage. Just behind the
for our
garbage.
garbage.
Oh, very nice.
One of the things about a trailer like this is you can't come in and then take your shoes off.
Mhm.
You're limited.
Yeah.
So what we do in the middle of the night
Yeah.
is this becomes where we put our shoes.
Yeah.
So when we have
And
to
dry.
come out, we put our shoes in here.
Yeah.
And then we can access that.
Yeah.
Other than that, on the outside, that's pretty much what we're looking at.
All right. Well, why don't we have a peek inside?
Sure. As you can see, the inside, there's not a lot of room. It's a bed, and but we're off the ground, and we're relatively comfortable. We've added a bit of padding, and I think we'll add some more. up top, you see there's not, we haven't really done anything here. I did, there was just a USB port here, and I took that out and I bought this unit which has USB and a 12-volt outlet, so we can plug in our electric blanket without using, we have a jackery which we had up here, but now we can just go off of that and then still have our USB ports. As you can see, it does have storage down here for our games and toiletries and stuff. So again, not a lot of room, but it's useful space, and you pack accordingly to what you have room for. The vent there, the fan, is quite powerful for the size of the space we have. And storage wise, we've got sort of this and that. Thermostat for the furnace. That's the port down there for the furnace. And then in here, these same ones, I had to build something to build it out. So I was screwing into more wood. But that's obviously our closet. Goes all the way back, so you have to watch how much you pack, but there's this fair amount of room there, really.
So you did something here?
I built this.
Oh yeah, I see.
All this was in here, but I did that wood to accommodate that. So I was not, you can't screw into the thin panel, but did that, and it comes with a radio, and it has a smoke detector and it has a CO detector. But you wouldn't believe, tiny little lights in here will make it so bright at night. And I built this little panel here. There's a CO detector, but that green light is blinding in the middle of the night. And I accidentally hit the test button with my foot at 5:30 in the morning at Long Point. And yeah, so anyways.
Yeah, I'm very light sensitive at night too, and I would have covered that up too.
Yeah.
This sort of thing drives me nuts.
But I don't want to cover it. It's a safety feature. So I just did that with some leftover paneling. We added some hooks and for hats and whatnot. Yeah. Something like this, storage is a premium. It actually has some fairly useful storage underneath. Built a little holder here. Tent poles go in here. On the other side, I have our cords for the electrical, and some useful storage that any little nook and cranny you can get in a thing like this. But
all the long
you saw
stuff.
the popcorn popper, didn't you?
Oh, I know. I just said that.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's important to have that.
We don't go anywhere without the popcorn popper.
One thing you might see down here is there's a floor flange. I took everything out. I cut a half circle on each side, and I put that floor flange in for a reason. This is something that I came up with. If we are reined in, I had the idea of a little table.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
good thinking.
This
goes right. Oh, so you got two twin mattress type things.
Yes. And again, we had extra.
I like that.
We had extra stickers.
There we go.
Come on.
I know. We have a sticker. What are we going to do with this sticker?
So
we spin the bottle. We just put a bottle on and spin the table.
I'm going to go get the larger one. So we have this. We'll play a small card game there.
Very nice.
And I actually put that same floor flange. There's two of them back there. So when I said we had other heat sources, we have the electric blanket, and we also have the just the electric heat.
Yep.
I'll put that back here, and the heater can go on that. And we really don't bump, well, it's solid anyways, but we don't bump it. It's out of the way. It's just at our feet. And
if for some reason we did happen to bump it with a blanket or something, it has a feature that you,
safety.
Yeah.
But
very cute. I like it.
That's our little table.
Put your drinks on there, whatever.
Yeah.
So another thing we did, obviously, when you buy a new trailer, there's nothing covering the windows. So just trying to look up things and think
Keep with the
what
theme.
would work for us. So I do have a sewing machine at home, so I bought some material and took measurements, and I made it in such a way. We've got little hooks here that with the window open, we can hook it here,
Smart.
and we'll get a little bit of a breeze. And the other thing that I can do is
Look at this girl.
roll it up. And there's just Velcro there. It's not a button. It's just
Nice
the Velcro.
and easy.
And it's nice and
I love
easy.
it.
And the same up here. This is up here with Velcro.
So it's not real difficult.
No. It was pretty
Nice.
straightforward, pretty simple, but does the job. for what
Very
we need
good. I like
to.
it.
Yeah.
All right, so we went over a few of the pros. It fits in the garage. It's easy towable, and you can manually navigate it on your site how you like it. Is there maybe any cons to having a small trailer this size?
I think the obvious is the size of it.
Yeah.
But anybody who's coming into something like this knows what they're getting
Right.
into.
Right.
So
Yes.
the challenge would be to find little spots for everything, and and then getting organized, and then reducing what you're bringing, and
Right.
weight wise, and not bring stuff you don't need. You just can't.
The perfect
That's right.
minimalist, which I am not. Perfect
Yeah.
minimalist trailer.
Yeah, it's functional.
Right.
It gets us off the ground. It's an
Yep.
in between.
Yes.
It's an in between
exactly.
the trailer camping and the tent camping, which you guys are very experienced at
Yes.
as well. As we get up in age,
Exactly.
we're new to it in a lot of ways, but
Mhm.
we didn't feel like we were ready to start
Right.
at the
At a
tenting.
bigger-
Not that there's
Yeah.
anything wrong with that, but
Well, it's a
so-
great start.
yeah.
It is.
So
Yeah.
Works for us.
it has one more
Yeah.
feature
Mhm.
that I built into the table.
Yeah.
That I'm kind of proud of, and if you're a camper of any experience, it's kind of a necessity.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, here we go.
sometimes I need to find it.
Ah, there we go. Very nice.
So we're fairly new to it, but we can appreciate how things need to be.
Great.
Thought
Thank you
of
very much for the
everything.
tour.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you,
We have,
guys. Brad and Jen, everyone.
Thanks very
Thank
much.
you.
Of Adventure Bug.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We one last thing is with our all the work we've done in our branding, we'll say for no real reason.
Mhm.
We've got toques, we got hats, we've also made some buttons. That work is the same.
Ah,
Bags that we really present
smart
you
thinking. Oh,
Look at
thank you
that.
so
with
much.
an adventure
Show the
bug.
back of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's the back.
Nice.
Little bottle opener. Very cute. Good idea. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Well,
Very
thanks for
nice.
having
Thank
us.
you.
Cheers.
Thank you so
Cheers,
much.
Ben.
Thank you.